What the? Why is that an option? Why is that even an option, man? It's just like,
Probably because the person made it themselves. Okay, so
oh
you're
my
going
God.
live. The title of tonight's show is Tuesday Night Twat Talk on Your Fault for Watching.
Tuesday night twat talk. Let's
All
get it.
right, now the first topic or main topic is worst sex ever stories.
Oh, fuck.
Hashtag Tuesday Night Twat Talk, Wet Ass Pussy Wednesday, and oh my goodness. All right, yeah, no.
Thrusting Thursday.
And Thrusting Thursday.
Thrusting Thursday.
No, it's Tuesday Night Twat Talk. With
Okay.
her Tuesday Night Twat Talk with Her Holiness, Lydia.
All right.
Lydia.
Hello.
We are live. Let's make it happen, y'all. So what's good?
Well, I decided that the world is too serious, and so I wanted to talk about a subject that, like, no matter what your political affiliation is, you probably have an opinion about. I'm really hoping that maybe, like, somebody else will try to send us questions. Do we have that capability this time around?
Not this way. But we're working on that. We're working on that.
It's to an hour on our own Steam, and if it's just three of us, fine. If other people pop in, fine. They have been notified. All right. So first question, since it's Lydia's topic, Lydia, what is one example of the worst sex ever?
Oh, I mean, it's so I have a lot of like really like bad finger banging stories. There's like a plethora of those, but if like we want to talk about like direct sex,
these are your stories. Tell us what you
put my microphone back. Let's go.
I mean, depending on what you, hey, it's your choice for insert. Was it insertation?
I actually prefer the legal term, which is envelopment.
Envelopment.
Yeah, I mean, insertion is such like a like you're doing all the work kind of thing, you know, like insertion, you know, right? Envelopment means to envelop something, which is why there's not like a definable word other than forcible envelopment for when a woman rapes a man.
Okay.
The legal term is forced envelopment. That is the way they would be forced to say it in court.
You learn something new every day. I've never thought of it like that, but yes, that's what it is.
I mean,
forced envelopment.
I had to because like everyone throws around these really disgusting terms when the genders are turned around, and I was like, well, fine, if you all can like say shit like smash and guts, I can be all like, don't make me forcibly envelop you. But surprise, surprise, nobody finds that particularly intimidating coming from a little girl who's 4'9". But I have intimidated a guy before. Like I've intimidated a man to the point of where he had to stop fucking me. So
okay, you got to tell that story. You got to tell that story. You can't leave us with that.
I had been like doing that tragic like before Tinder was like anything more than Grindr. It was OkCupid days, and I had been like flirting with this dude. I went MIA on him, and then I hit him up randomly like a year later, which I feel like that's code for what's about to go down. If you don't hear from somebody for like a year, and then all of a sudden they hit you up and they're like, "Hey, we should like meet on the beach and like hang out." I don't know what dudes are using for like the lingo for hookup. Like, I guess it's Netflix and chill now, but like that's misleading. I don't want you to stay long enough to watch a fucking TV show with me.
Well, you're that weed, wine, and bowling for Columbine was a great first date for a progressive.
Again, some of these dudes I'm not trying to fucking date. Like, I do not care what they think.
Keep your opinions to yourself. Just bring dick. bring
exactly.
dick, not opinions. Yeah.
Right. And as far as I've understood from being like a bro ho most of my life, before stepping up to her honus, was that men like things simple. And
Yes.
normally, like, I can jump leagues of dudes. Like, I sitting at whatever my number would be and quantify it, I can fuck tens almost 90% of the time, as long as I'm willing to be like hyper forward.
Hmm.
Right? Because
True.
men like instruction and they like their egos flattered. So that always
Absolutely.
works out.
Yeah.
So
Certainly.
I always go for the super hot dudes. Ooh,
Uh-oh.
I hear myself. There's echoing happening.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, I hear me too. What's going on?
Is it my phone? Someone's speaker?
Is somebody on speakerphone?
I am.
Well,
I can remedy that and put on some headphones. My voice won't be as good, but we'll deal with it. I'm not talking, so I'll mute myself and keep going.
So I was like definitely trying to bang this 10. I got distracted for a minute, dated a guy, and then hit him up for breakup sex.
so hold on real quick. You got distracted.
Yeah, like I found a dick that I did want to hear its opinion.
Okay.
So you drop the lessers because that you only have so many hours in a day, you know? But then I hit him back up and we definitely did the like walk around Al Kyle awkward, like, is it time to fuck yet? Yeah. And I get him back to my place, and this kid is a 10. He's 5 fucking years younger than me, but just looks like he was like born and bred in Kansas as a football player. Like just fucking mwah,
Right on.
gorgeous. Right? And like we're getting naked and I'm just thrilled. So I'm pulling out all of the porn moves, you know, like I'm fucking climbing this dude like a spider monkey, just doing anything to like prove the worth of fucking a 10. And like 10 seconds after insertion or envelopment, this kid stops and says, "I'm sorry, I haven't done this a lot," and starts to cry.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, and fortunately, because I'm somebody's mother, I do have some sort of nurturing instinct. So I was all like, "Oh, you're crying. Like that's weird. I gotta comfort you."
Oh,
right?
No.
So I'm all like, "Hey, Scout, let's go smoke a cigarette. Like it's gonna be okay," you know.
Oh, Jesus
And I
Christ.
don't know whether it was calling him Scout, but like kid could not make eye contact. And didn't even finish a whole cigarette before he bounced the fuck up out of here.
Did you ever
never hit me up again?
So no, you never figured out what he was crying about, because you know, sex does not.
All I got was, "I'm sorry, I haven't done this a lot." Like, I mean, and I definitely did the prerequisite sniffing for like seminary school and shit. Like he wasn't like hyper religious. It wasn't like he'd been locked in somebody's basement for 24 fucking years and just hadn't managed to like ever get laid, or at least so I thought. But you should definitely test the waters out before using your best moves, because if you come to the game too prepared and like, you know, you're fucking the wrong dude, they're definitely gonna like whoa. So that was a pretty disappointing experience. Thought I was getting grade A dick.
Wow.
Had to comfort them. You know, somebody cried.
I can say I've never had that experience. That's phenomenal. Wow. Although I have done the Alki walk before.
Yeah. I mean, that's a Seattle thing. Like, don't we all do the Alki walk at least once? We're like, okay, I've seen enough imported sand now. Do we fuck here in the car?
We can go fuck
Is
now.
there a
Exactly.
secondary location? Because I was always told you should never go to a second location. So skirts up? Nope. Okay.
Oh my God.
Direct I am. Man.
So I mean, that's terrible. What advice would you give to a man who feels like crying? Because I don't know what the fuck was going on what advice would you give to a man who might feel like crying during sex? Is there a masculine way to cry?
Again, I'm always looking for the answers of like, gentlemen, like what makes you cry during sex? Like, I don't like, I'm going to assume by the look on his face, it was just like, oh, I was not prepared for any of this, and I have faked it as far as I can go, and I'm not a big boy. I do not know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry.
Boy, that's terrible. Oh my God.
So faking it till you make it doesn't really work in sex necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, again, he talked a great game on the internet, like, and we had exchanged, like, pictures of genitals. So, like, I don't know what the fuck he thought was happening next. But I think I was supposed to have, like, bought him, like, I don't know, a coffee and biscotti or something. Like, the walk wasn't good enough. I don't know.
So, one thing I've heard women talk about is about how a guy without great skills will try and copy a porn move. How bad can that get?
So bad. Those women are paid to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason they're coming. In that minute, they're like, $5,000. All right. That shit doesn't actually work in real fucking life. And the one particularly, again, I'm just gonna go back to the finger banging, because I feel like finger banging is as boring and disappointing for women as, like, the superfluous, like, sad hand job is for men. Um, it's that whole, like, they like one finger in and just, like, as fast as they fucking can, just like bang 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 bang. And you're like, well, what are you stuffing a chicken? Like, what did you do mapping beforehand? Did you, like, find a zone that you thought might, like, gyrate to the point of, like, what were you going for in that move? They use it in porn all the time, but they don't do a straight 8 fucking minute clip of them doing that. No, which means you shouldn't be fucking doing it for 8 fucking minutes. Like, move on. Try
Well, so
something
basically, what
else.
you're saying is a bad hand. So there can be bad hand. Like with a guy, Michael, have you had bad hand jobs before?
No,
Of
because
course he has.
I don't do that with guys.
You don't. You don't
I'm
oh, okay.
I don't
Listen
tell
here.
jokes.
I'm not talking about bad hands like with calluses on the on the palm.
I
I'm talking about
mean,
like a woman.
I
Go
tell
ahead,
you.
Lydia.
how
Go ahead.
many times have you gotten a hand job that you really wished had been a blow job?
Well, you know, every blowjob ain't great. Number one,
That is true.
and every hand job isn't great. A hand job can actually be more dangerous than a blowjob if the person doing it doesn't know what they're doing and they start pulling down on your dick.
Mm.
And you know how you can like, if
Trying to stretch
now
it out like a
I can't
trampoline.
speak. Like, yeah, that's bad. Ouch. Damn. Okay. It got me rocking back and forth. No. Um, uh, stretch
She
this shit
shucks
like a
that
trampoline.
corn too hard.
Yeah, yeah. Shucking corn is the opposite move, right? You're supposed to pull up on a dick, right? You're not trying to pull the already circumcised skin off the motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's
I don't.
um
I
like okay.
mean, go ahead.
I mean, look, most guys would be happy anybody's just touching it in the first place. Okay, in general, when you talk about billions of people on the planet, but then Michael, have you ever been in a situation where a woman was so aggressive towards you having sex with her that it scared you?
Aggressed. I mean, what cat, like, up or down? Like, what are you saying here?
Stilled?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Pussy.
Yeah, I always like wondered,
like
16 virgins? Really? You want 6 fucking teen virgins? Wow. Isn't that nuts?
That's why I always thought, you know what? That's what I always felt.
Yeah, because I tell you, it's not like an equal gender. Like in my stable fantasy of men that I would stock to keep on hand or on mouth, would not be blushing like virgins.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
There's no like part of innocence that's attractive in men.
No.
At first maybe, but God, after a while it's like, no, I need somebody who's experienced.
You know what it is? What I think it is like back when I heard like, can you hear me? Is my sound awful or something?
It's awful, but you know.
Is my sound bad? Okay. So, oh, it is? Okay, so
I mean,
what if I
echoing.
did? Okay. But usually it doesn't echo. How about this? Is this better?
Sounds better. I don't hear an echo.
Sounds better. Do you echo?
There's the echo. There's the echo.
You are hearing echo?
I hear an echo. Yeah, and you just heard me.
Back on this. Okay. Okay, I took the echo off. Look, when I first heard about like R. Kelly, and my honest thought, because I'm pretty, you know, even because I was played sports and because I'm tall, I think I got offered more sex, you know, than an average fella, without trying. Okay. Because of my size and I know how I appear, I cannot be the aggressor almost ever. You know what I mean? Just because this is pre-me too. You know, I'm just, you know, because basically I'm such a big guy at 6'7", you know, 270, that in the wrong situation, I say hello and the nigger said hi. You know, it could be really bad for me, you know, quick. You know, so like, so when I hear about guys talking about being with some young virgin chick or R. Kelly with some 13, 14-year-old, whatever, my mind goes to the only reason for that is either you got to find somebody who's so inexperienced they don't know that your shit is inadequate, or you can convince them that what you want to do with them is regular, and you can only convince that of someone who doesn't know and is inexperienced, right? So you'd be like, no, girl, no, girl, everybody
does it.
You know, yeah, everybody's doing that shit, girl. Just breathe through your nostrils, baby. Just hold my urine on your tongue. I mean, who gets off on something? I don't get that. What do I get off? Why would I get off on, or how could I even get off on looking at you, Lydia, holding yellow ammonia in your mouth? I don't get that. I don't get how somebody get off on that. Now, don't get wrong. I have heard that some women do get off on surprising a guy that doesn't know that she can squirt.
Yeah.
Michael, have you ever been surprised by a guy? And I mean, Michael, have you ever been surprised by a woman squirt? What's it mean again? Have you ever been surprised by a woman squirting?
You know, yes.
Wait.
There he is. There he is.
Even though you answered the question, we're gonna let Tony answer the question first, okay?
Indeed.
Because he didn't hear the question. Okay. So the question, Tony, is we're talking about sex stuff. Have you ever been surprised by a woman squirting you in your face?
Oh hell.
He's like, no, I'm passing on this shit,
okay.
bro.
I'm a Leo. I don't like water squirting me.
Oh, that's not true, baby. That's not true. Some of you cats swim real well.
That ain't water, baby.
I didn't say. I said squirting. Okay. Nah, bruh. I'm good. I'm not good in water gun fights. All right.
No, I'm telling you, buddy. Like,
because I can aim real well. You might not like it if I shoot back. I might shoot back. That's all I'm saying.
But in general, a woman got more bullets on the squirting.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, I mean,
but she can't control like I can.
I mean,
We talking about a different type of shooting here. I'm like, yeah. Okay.
I'm just
You
saying,
pee on me, I'm peeing back.
a dude never looks sexier than when they're trying to do that whole pirate thing, you know, right after it like gets up in their eyes. And you men, you're such troopers. Like you're willing to like be in pain in that moment and really try to like
where is she
end.
at? Oh, okay. She's hiding.
I'm hiding.
Yeah,
I hear you.
Yeah, no, listen.
I hear
her. What she said was that men, in general, from her experience, once they get squirted in the face, right? But see, what she's leaving out is her pretending like it was an accident. Oh, did I do that?
Oh, did I do
that? Meanwhile, she's aiming for nostrils.
Again, I'm older now. I'm a little more mature. And I think that I'm just going to establish a door prize these days. Like when you first come in my bedroom, there's going to be a snorkel mask that's going to be monogrammed for you so that you know what's expected of you. Right? Like,
I see.
I don't want to be getting no medical bills for your fucking contacts. I don't want to, you know.
Hey.
Expectations.
You must tell people beforehand this is the scuba diving condom event, not a regular condom event.
No, this is deep sea diving, honey. Like,
hey, I'm gonna go Louis Armstrong on y'all. It's a snorkel party at Lydia's place. Her wholeness will squirt all over your face, in your nostrils, in your eye. You never had this moist pie. Moist pie on your phone for listening. Good.
Oh my.
Moist pie. Oh my. Ooh, I like that. Moist.
So the question was that before you came in, Tony. Was
Moist Pie Mondays or something? Huh? What's
no,
that?
This is Twat Talk Tuesday.
Twat Talk.
Twat.
Twat Talk.
Twat Talk.
Twat Talk Tuesday.
Twat Talk.
Because when I want to talk about my vagina, I'm being
fill you up.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like people already think about vagina on Tuesday. You're all like taco, 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 and I'm all like twat, 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 twat. But like whatever.
I'll be right back. I'm trying to. I got.
Hey, but the thing about Tony just said, if the taco don't fill you up, come get some of this twat.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Tony, Lydia's not a movie person. If y'all look at my hair right now, I feel like a vampire in Brooklyn.
Fire, boom, boom, boom. Ooh. Oh man, shoot, dude, did you get your shit like pressed? That look faded. You look like you're ready to go slap a couple of hoes or something, man.
Is that Vidal Sassoon?
Well, you know,
that look good.
Hey, no. Hey. Well, I had to put my head back for my snorkel mask here on Twat Tuesdays.
I'm just saying.
No, so the question was before you joined was, have you ever received a disappointing hand job, or at least a hand job that you wished was a blowjob?
Or a blowjob you wish was a hand job.
Nah.
No?
Yeah, or the opposite.
You ever wish
I've never been a real big blowjob dude. You know?
Do you have blowjob trauma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. No trauma. No trauma. It's just, you know. I like,
you know what?
Oh, I don't. Like, you're fucking up my whole game plan in life right now, dude. Like, I've never met a dude that didn't have dick trauma, like, with blowjobs. It was just like, nah, I'm good. I'm okay.
You know, I'm the same way. I'm same way.
Yeah. You just, all you're going to do is tease me for about, 20 minutes or so, and then I just have to.
Yeah, you that pussy.
God damn, what kind of.
That's it. You ain't gonna never finish me. You just gonna make me mad. That's all. You just gonna
make me mad. You're
I was looking
I mean,
for
that's
something
entirely why I
warm
don't fuck
and
younger men
wet.
anymore.
Hmm.
Like, I don't want to work that hard. Like, what takes you
I've
like
had
2.5
crazy blowjobs
hours to
before.
do, I can get done in fucking like, 20 minutes. Like, you're only supposed to work out for 20 minutes of cardio in a day, boy. So I don't know why you're fucking running a marathon.
Leos. Look up a Leo and having lion and
Oh,
having
honey,
sex.
I've had Leos aplenty. I got no rules against y'all. I got rules against Virgos.
Oh, one time? Oh, okay. 2 times? Okay. 3 times? Yeah.
Well, I'm a Libra. I eat that shit up. Like, I feed that fire.
So the alignment of the planets matters somehow with all this.
Oh, I'm a complete starist. I'm a complete starist. I judge you by your zodiac. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I had a penchant for Pisces for a long time. They eat some good pussy. Like.
Oh, say that again.
Oh, that's Lydia.
Oh.
You said who eats good pussy?
Pisces.
Pisces. Okay.
Yeah.
The fish.
Skills. And I mean, I used to almost exclusively hunt Pisces for that very reason.
So the fish eats pussy.
Yeah.
Really good.
Well. Okay. Very well.
Yeah. Welcome to Your Fault for Listening. On the line, we got the Pisces Hunter Wholeness.
That's a good one.
This is your fault for watching. This is your fault for watching.
Hunter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God. Ooh,
so I have been on the recipient end of dangerous blowjobs and scary blowjobs, and blowjobs didn't go the way I thought they were in my fantasy crazy thinking shit crazy to do mine. I'll give you an example of what I mean. The first blowjob I ever got was by a girl with braces, and because I was scared. I was scared, but it's still your first, so you gotta okay. Well, this is the first. Yeah, I'm gonna go Cosby on you on this one.
I'm learning. You're learning.
It's the first person that wanted to put my stuff in the mouth, and they had metal on the teeth. And so, and that puts me on a certain type of freak curve, right? So the first time my dick went in the mouth had razor blades in it. Okay, so now I'm all I'm all way far up the freak curve and don't even know it, right? Because sometimes you don't know which sexual experience you have as a learning young adult, which is going to push you up the freak curve, right? So the first time you're with somebody, like, okay, I get it. Let me give you an example. I can't remember how to say this, but okay, since it's on Talk Tuesday, I'm going all honesty. Okay, one time I was with this woman. She's sucking my dick super well. She then sticks a finger in my ass, and I came so hard that the cum shot past my head and hit the wall behind the bed.
I see you're a man of culture.
Hey man, I couldn't.
Let me just say this.
You understand?
Just let me say this.
You need to add. Okay. And
ladies, I'm just saying, a lady should. I mean, unless she want her head blown clean off, don't play around my butthole while we having sex. That's all I got to say. Because you will have your head blown clean off.
And you wonder why we're always so scared to do a slight little ball grab. It's because it's so close to the asshole, and we know y'all get nervous, right? Every dude's always like, "Why don't you play with my balls, baby? Why don't you play with my balls?" Because it's too close to your asshole, and you will get nervous.
Mine are too sensitive. Do not get anywhere near my balls. Except for, just handle this. Just.
Is that what you call them?
Just chill. Okay.
My balls.
My balls.
Let you do what?
My balls.
Oh, Hey, I saw a video one time, or I heard of a video one time. I didn't see the video. I heard of a video one time at the porn convention. They were talking about a video where the dude stuck his nut in her ass.
Yeah.
And how's that work?
Teabagging. That's teabagging. That's
no,
for real
teabagging.
No.
Teabagging is when you put it up on their eye.
What?
Right, you're right. That's teabagging.
Yeah, it's no, your dick is in her mouth and you're dropping them on her eyes. That's teabagging.
Hold on, it's okay, Tony. What did y'all used to call teabagging in North Carolina way back?
No. I had nerd homies back in 2004. We was downloading. I mean, my boys used to download all kinds of crazy shit, and they was teabagging assholes, pussies, and mouth. Okay, and it was first.
So it's just the act of dropping your balls.
Yeah.
The teabag.
Yeah, it's got nothing to do with like the location. It's just balls going.
In it.
How do you drop balls in an asshole?
You put a teabag in the hot water.
And then
how do you drop balls in an asshole? How?
You should have seen some of these. How big?
I was about to say, I think it depends on the asshole.
I mean, now I can see how you could drag your balls in the crack of somebody's ass.
Yeah.
How are you going to put them in the ass? That doesn't make any sense. So that's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's just weird.
I mean,
how open is this asshole? I'm saying, how open is this asshole?
How open is it? How roint does your asshole have to be before you can drop a ball?
You should be asking. You should be asking that and the other one. How small is this man's nuts that he can put it in somebody?
It's an equal question. Absolutely. That's equally as valid. Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
I mean, I guess it is easier to fit a marble in something small than a fucking ping pong ball, isn't it? You know?
Wow.
Maybe it's okay. I think y'all figured it out.
You don't touch my I won't touch him.
Yeah, I mean, that's always like my offer up. They're all like, baby, can I put it in your ass? And I'm like, can I put it in yours?
Yeah, no.
You know, and because I go for alpha dudes, I know that they're going to be like, nah.
I think it depends on the alpha. You know.
Maybe. I haven't ran into that breed yet.
Hey, I'm going to go Red Fox on you. I think it depends on the ass.
Is it clean? Is it, you know?
So I have a similar math equation with like ass stuff that I do just with hoeing. Like, I've had a good run in life, and I haven't had any like horrible anal sex experiences. Right. But I know that it's just a matter of time. The more I keep doing it. Right. Yeah. Like eventually I'm gonna be somebody's story of that time that, like, you know, they had to like get a new bed or whatever. Now when they ask me, they're like, can I put it in your ass? And I'm like, no, I've done that too much. And it's been great. So
you just want to keep the memories the way that they are.
Yeah.
No new memories.
Yeah. I just feel like it's just a matter of time before something goes wrong because it's gone so well so far that, you know, yeah. Everything's a matter of odds.
So I've heard some horrible, I'm going to tell you a crazy sex story that I heard. That I'm not in, but I just heard. I just wanted to hear y'all's reaction to, hear or see y'all's reaction to. A woman told me, so like you've seen videos maybe where some dominatrix is kicking a guy in the balls, right? Because he likes that, right?
Yeah.
And she said, but the key, she said the key. She said the one was telling me about doing it, right? And about how it's like $500 an hour for her. And I just said, well, how many kicks are you kicking somebody in the nuts? You know, I got a question. Hour, you know. Yes.
I got a
What would you
question.
ask her?
I would
Yes.
ask her, do you yell Pele when you kick? That's all I want to know.
Do you yell Pele?
Or shit, the Sounders. Let's keep it local. Let's keep it local. Sounders, plow.
Or do you yell?
I apologize to anyone who had earphones in.
I had
earphones. It's still funny.
Okay, so check this out. Check this out. Tony's laugh was almost Eddie Murphy. Okay, so anyway, what she told me was, she said that she was with this one guy, and he had been with an unskilled person who, because the key when you get kicked in the balls, you know, when I forgot what they call it, when the guy likes getting kicked in the balls, the thing to watch out for when you are the kicker is if you kick them on the tip of their dick, it can break their shit and their dick won't work no more. And this dude got kicked on the thing, on tip of his dick. How about that shit, y'all?
How about no?
They've been watching too much damn James Bond.
What the?
You know what I'm saying? With the scene where the dude like cuts the bottom of the chair out and they had their balls right there. And they were like, wow. And dude was like, I have another.
So you know, one of my theories in the past was that if you are doing stuff like that, my guess is you don't like your dick.
Yeah, there can't be a way for you to do something like that and for you to appreciate your own penis. Like that's not possible. But okay, so I don't want to kink shame. I don't want to kink shame at all. So you know, if you like whatever you like, do what you do. You know, I don't want to kink shame.
What you do?
But oh my God!
Hey, you know what though?
That's
one of the things on our Your Fault for Coming porn channel is we're going to have the Clit Olympics. And then the Clit Olympics, what it is that women would like tie like they have like weights on like rubber bands and see who can like lift the most weight with their.
Oh, there you go.
Well, all right.
They already got a chick that's like lifting like 100, man. Come on, man.
Wow.
They Kegels is on swole, man. Come on, man. She's shooting her Kegels up with steroids and shit, huh?
People like talking about making it fucking like lift weights and shit, and I'm all like, you know, deep sea diving. Like there's these are different. Her Kegels could beat Serena Williams in a tennis match, man. Come on, man.
So where that came from as a joke was when I worked in a porn store. I worked the swing shift, so other people were already there working. So I come in one day.
But
I did. At the porn shop where I worked. No, this is real true stuff. They had a jack off booths back there, and my only job, as far as back there was concerned, was to make sure that two people didn't go in the booths. I'd have to clean the booths, nothing like that. But on my shift, I never went back there because I was never going to slap a dick out of nobody's mouth, right? So and I thought, I'm not doing that. So they knew that on my shift it was party time. Because I just figured, hey man, if somebody is lonely enough to come to this motherfucker, walk past all the porn that they could take home and be by themselves, to stick their dick through a hole that they drilled out back there, I am not going to interrupt that, nor do I want to be involved in that, right? So they would host a century outside that area and just would be talking to me because I'll talk to people, and then they would swap out and they go back and get their turn or whatever. But I never went back there. Other people would go back and stop them and be, like when you had to put. And when I really think about it, the nastiest shit about being there was putting the videotapes back on the shelves, or if or having to rewind somebody's shit because you know they touched it, and it'd be some grease on tape.
That ain't grease. That ain't grease. That ain't grease.
Okay, but anyway,
can I ask a question?
I got it. Sure, go ahead.
So, how many times did you avoid shaking hands on the day? That's my. I just.
Okay. Let me explain how. I'm gonna tell you a super nasty story, and I'm gonna tell you how I avoid stuff there. Okay. So one day, the Century guy who's back there, he comes over. He says, he'll try to wave me over to the back where they're doing their jacking up. I was like, I'm not coming back there. Come tell me I'm behind the counter. Tell me what you want, right? And so he said, there's a dude going from, so like in the jack off booths, it would be like a video screen that they could switch back and forth between like 30 different movies that were being run by the VCRs over in the back room back there, okay? And they had like a place for you to sit, a place maybe for you to sit a drink, and then you're watching the thing, you jack off, you might buy some condoms or lube from the front desk, okay? And so one day the guy comes over and he says to me, hey man, there's a guy in the back going from booth to booth, digging through the garbage cans, messing with the used tissues. And
Why?
Exactly. And
why?
And I said, I thought, why? I thought as a fetish thing, how do you get there? Okay.
Fuck.
But what I said to him was, I said, look, man, I ain't coming back there. Just tell me who the fuck that is. I don't touch shit he touches, right? So little while passes, and the dude comes out from the back, and he points at him, and the dude comes over to buy a condom. And I just said, here, man, take it. He said, no, I want to pay for it. The dude who's digging through the trash can is fighting with me to give me this $1. And he puts it on the counter, and I'm like, you motherfucker. And he goes back in the back, and I grabbed something and scraped the $1 off the counter, and I left it on the floor, and I sprayed that shit, and then I flipped it over with something and sprayed it to small, right? And I called up comedian Tony Daniel, who'll be on the show one day soon. And I told him what happened, and Tony just said, who in the hell is interested in mystery dick snot? And I was like, God damn, that's perfect. It's so perfect. What doing? He was interested in dick snot, okay, on a level that nobody can understand. You know what I mean? At all, ever, right? You couldn't understand how you could get at all. How into other people's cum could you possibly be to go digging around the trash cans? I mean, was he trying to wait for it to get crusty? You know, would he look for the moist part? You know, still. I mean, there it look at this one. It bubbled up. You know, I just couldn't imagine. Like, and so all kind of crazy things in the store. But I really think that the people there appreciated me just as a human being who didn't fuck with them for whatever they wanted to do. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I can totally understand how you were
matter of fact, I saw the dude who actually walked over to me. Yeah.
Right.
Lydia. Yeah, you're right. But on the other hand, there are people that would come there at that time. So my sales were up, or as far as like rentals and sales of stuff, because people would come in there at the time because they knew I was there, right? So I'm fun, right? I mean, couples would come in every now and then. You'd be like, well, a couple came in together? Okay, what is this? Because like a couple might come in, and I think they would look like all on each other, but it looked like they're a couple. But if you're really using your detective skills, they were like new. They were new, so they were just kind of like going into the porn store maybe to point out what they might want to go do later as a precursor to doing something. Now, when I worked in the porn store, one of the things that I liked to do was I would just be on the computer looking at the titles of all these thousands of porn videos and laughing at the titles.
Oh.
Okay. So
I got one.
So
hold on. Quick survey.
What? Okay.
Survey says, spread them. Do you think legs or butt cheeks?
Butt cheeks.
There you go. Yeah. Spread them. I thought legs. Okay. Tony
said legs.
Tony said legs.
I'm an ass man. I'm an ass man.
Yeah. No, so I mean, Michael's right. It was absolutely like I read spread them and I was like, ooh, legs. I'm in, right? Like this is gonna be some like, no. That's how deceiving fucking like, oversimplification of porn names can be. And I'm really grateful that now we have hashtags that rather than renting videos based on a title, there are a lot of other instructions about what you're about to watch.
Well, that's what the internet comes in. Right? So, like, with the but a problem. Okay, let me just riff on what you were saying. I got a really good one, I think. But look, what?
Go ahead. You're riffing.
What's your problem? Or is it a porn? Is it a porn? Okay, no. She was talking about. Oh, what was she talking about?
Okay, look, I got a problem.
What's your problem?
Go ahead.
I got a problem. Okay. There's 2 times a year I can't eat pussy, and that's spring, beginning of spring, and the end of fall, because I get vertigo and I can't go this way, and it's I get dizzy.
There you go. Damn. Okay. Damn. That's pretty good there, Tony. That's good stuff right there.
Thank you.
Is that right there?
Just
Lydia right now is laughing a different kind of laugh.
You got me.
And I've heard her laugh. That's
hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one right there.
I like it.
I know that was one of really good. That was a really good one. So, in the porn store, they had titles, right? And so, like, the titles could be crazy. And like the titles when black women would be in it, it'd be like, it'd be so rude and racist. It'd be like, nigga bitches with ass or some fucking shit like that. And you're like, who asses, right? But then I saw one of my favorite porn titles of all time. And I dated to drink beer when I tell you this porn title. Okay, the cover of the porn. I dare you to drink beer. I dare you. The porn title. Okay, the cover was a little tiny white girl and 5 brothers, and it was called "Sophia Has a Negro Problem."
Wow.
Right? Sophia has a Negro problem.
This should have been called Shish Kebab. That's what this should have been called.
Yeah, it's bad. And then like another one that's have titles.
And Tim and John
Little White Chicks.
Rick.
Another one of those titles like that was Little White Chicks and Big Black Monster Dicks. Okay. And so
Shish Kebab.
Right. But what's funny about that is, see now, look, the benefit of the internet porn is you can click on something and you thought it was cheeks one way and it's cheeks the other, and now you can just click on something else. Okay. Right?
Nah, I go.
Yeah, but back in the day, you used to have already had to pay for that shit. You'd rented that shit. You brought it all the fucking way home. And then you're like, well, fuck it. I guess we have to watch the rest of it. Like,
guess we're watching 2 girls and 12 cups. Yeah.
Ex-vaxxer I've been an ex-vaxxer for quite some time.
How about this one though? What about going to rent a porn, going all the way to the porn store, right? Renting the porn, getting home, and then realize you already rented this porn.
God damn it. I already beat my meat to this shit.
I'm a millennial to the point of that if I hadn't been raised in a porn store, I wouldn't remember the days.
Hold on.
Well, wait a minute,
the worst part is having the old VHS and having to remember what part of the porn you have to find, and you have to fast forward to that part. And then you got to have a get started part before that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get started before you can get in. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, now with the internet, you can just open up another tab, right? And you'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
I wanna come looking at that. Because when you're watching a porn,
with your phone,
if you are
it's a back
heterosexual,
button, like back.
You guys
that's
act
true on
like
the phone.
like porno started when internet jumped off. No, we was
No.
back there with the pages
No,
and shit back in the
but no,
day.
no, I'm saying.
Well, I was just saying to
I know how you
somebody
watch a
the other
porn.
day that my son is
You
going to be the
can't.
first generation of kid to never go find porn in the woods. Like that's just not even going to be a fucking thing for them kids, because
Yeah.
it's so like internet accessible now. Print porn is like vintage and it's collectors shit. Like nobody just goes and buys fucking Cherie anymore, you know, like.
Right. I used to find vintage porn behind company vehicles.
Yeah, all over the fucking place, right? It was everywhere. And I was
go to
young,
job.
but I remember the days
I'm
of
going
video
to
rentals, and like I, you know, had tickets to the Adult Movie Awards at 18. Like porn was affluent around me growing up. So now it's, you know,
Impressive.
shit like that doesn't exist in the same level because internet's all over it. So now the only people that go into shops like that, they have kinks. Like they're there for the kink. They're there for the fucking exhibitionism of like being in a place that's, you know, seedy as fuck. Because that's how some people get down. They want to go out and like some seedy shit.
Or maybe so a lot of people came into the porn store, and I think this would still be today, are people who couldn't take a chance on being on a computer with some extra pop-up shit popping up. People who never had any real privacy at their house to even to bust a nut other maybe in the bathroom, and who wants to shit and come at the same time. You know what I mean? Like wait a minute, wouldn't that be how finish would happen? If you jacked off in the toilet while you're shitting, the aroma of your own shit
I'm good.
might
I'm
have
good.
to be included in your.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
What was the first word?
I'm just
Cherry
joking.
Block?
I'm just
I don't
joking.
fucking know. God damn it. No.
All I got to say is.
So now that's what I got to try.
So I'm just saying, just stop sweating my style. Anyway,
you're Mr. Ass guy.
So I'm not. He is.
I am.
Not me. I'm the no ass guy.
Yeah. Not my ass, not your ass, ain't nobody's ass. We don't have asses.
You know what I'm saying? But no, check this out, right? So you were talking about shit, I didn't fucking forgot now. That done got me on the ass keeps coming up and it's like
Nah, you thinking about shitting on the toilet and whacking it at the same time.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out the mechanics of that one. Like how would this work?
If my vagina and I weren't already on hiatus, we would be right now.
Everything in its place. That's all I got to say. Just she left. Oh wow. I didn't know what she said on the way out, but everything in this place. But no, we're not talking about ass. I don't even like ass of my weed right now. What the hell? You got a Filipino on your shoulder, honey? How the hell that happened?
Hey.
Because you lost me for a second. I was like,
you got a young Filipino man on your shoulder.
Why is there a man on your shoulders?
Oh no!
That's all I'm saying. A young young Filipino kid on your shoulder.
Oh,
is he Korean?
I didn't think that.
And he's making his face like that. I mean, I was like, and the face.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No. Uh-oh. Did you get a photo of that?
Yeah,
yeah, we need to clip that.
Oh,
one.
so she's on now. She's
actually on. I'm real. I'm a real girl.
She's there. Oh, okay. Don't be shy.
No,
It's
look,
just
all I'm saying is everybody's crazy, and and we're talking about worse, right? So another worst I was going to mention to y'all, so sometimes some idea you have about sex when you don't know shit about sex might sound like a good idea, but it really ain't a good idea. Give me an example. Back in high school, my girlfriend sucked my dick after pouring syrup on it.
Ew.
Okay.
Not hot syrup, was it?
Yeah. And hot syrup? No. Like
that's what I said. Warm syrup.
Like the glove from the bottle, like shaped like Mrs. Butterworth.
Yeah, that's sticky.
Yeah. I had Angel Mama on my nuts.
Did they stick to the side of your Levi's like the whole day long?
Yes.
Get it?
Yes. And was really
back behind the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Levi.
Yeah, you really don't want to end up. Right. And then I went to I had to go to basketball practice, and then I got sweat and syrup, and then you end up getting a pimple on your. No, I'm just.
So basically, you had stickum. You had stickum. You know, you knew how to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Gorilla Glue before Gorilla was glue. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
You had stick them on your stuff. Stick them on your stuff. It is Twat Talk Tuesday here on Your Fault for Listening. Twat Talk Tuesday. Worst sex ever. All right. What's another worst sex ever? Anybody got a worst sex ever story?
Dude, check this out, right? She was talking about earlier about penis trauma. Okay. I remember I actually do. Okay. So we were, I don't know. My sister used to set up shit for me. She used to set me the fuck up. All right. And there was a girl that lived down the street, and didn't really like her because she smelled like she smelled like she peed in bed a lot. You know what I mean? She kind of smelled like pee. But she was on it, right? And I was like, okay, stop. All right, get off me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? It feels like I'm, at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna pee on her. Go for it. Yeah. So that probably was the first golden shower
Tony, this story started out so wonderfully, and then I don't know where you went with it because
I'm just saying.
The story ended with.
I thought I had no idea. I was too young. I didn't know there was nothing coming out.
But, you thought you were peeing, but you were coming. You thought you were peeing, but
no,
I
was
water.
I was I was peeing. Because it wasn't there yet, man. I was too young.
Oh, my God!
Like I said, it was the golden shower probably ever, and I do have some trauma because of that. I think.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about it?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
I just did.
Sit back on the sofa.
He just fessed up.
Let's talk about this.
I just fessed up.
So I just wrapped up a relationship with a dude who still would allow me to give him head after his penis had actually been fully dislocated off of his body.
What?
Hanging because a bitch bit. Ow! Oh! Yeah, right? He had to go to the fucking ER. It was all sorts of shit. He had legit dick trauma.
When you had you bit it off or somebody?
No.
Okay. You still didn't say I didn't do it.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. I'm not a biter.
Okay. All right. That's I
Right?
want to be clear.
It's rude, and I don't like teeth either. I've had a dude like try to fucking nibble, and like I wanted to slap him across the nose like a fucking German Shepherd. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Jeez.
So I feel like that's a mutual respect, no teeth rule.
Down there?
Hey, Lydia.
Yeah.
Lydia, tell Tony and Michael. Lydia, tell Tony and Michael the story about what was the story? Did you ever tell the story about the guy who
named Brady?
Did you get to the part about how he couldn't finish a cigarette?
Yeah, no, I finished that story. He couldn't fucking finish a cigarette. But Tony wasn't there for that story.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here.
I made a dude cry. I used all my best porn moves, and he was inexperienced, and it scared him. And he had to like exit and be all like, "I'm sorry, I haven't done this a lot," and just starts crying, you know. And like, I'm a nice girl, so I'm like, "It's okay, Scout. Like, let's go smoke a cigarette. It'll be fine."
Scout. Scout, it's okay, Scout.
He couldn't because that cigarette didn't finish the cigarette, like put it out and fucking beeline to his car. And I'm like,
wow. I'm sorry, I was hecka ghetto, so you know, we was playing.
Okay, but how about this thing? How about this, you guys? Have any of you let's clean this up and ask like a question, so get specific here so we can have some clips. Have any of you had sex so great with someone and then have to break up with them because of something else in life?
Haven't we all? Somebody else take this one.
Yeah.
I'll go next.
I mean like this. Okay, so like I'll give you an example.
COVID.
There was a chick who great sex, but brothers, back me up on this one. When a woman shows a certain kind of crazy and starts talking about forever, when you know in your heart that it ain't forever, if you act like it's going to be forever, you're adding to her crazy, right? You can almost blame yourself for getting got, right?
True.
And so I always try to be, thank you, Michael. And so I always try to be like, well, as soon as they start talking crazy, I'm like, well, look, you know, I'm an artist, you know, and you know, yeah, and so blah blah blah, and then but sex was super great, you know what I mean? Willing to do you know, not only willing to do anything, but coming up with shit that I never thought of. You know what I mean? That's you're like, oh, okay, and new moves, you know, but showing that kind of crazy,
like where did you learn that?
You know what I mean?
From how you studying that?
The army.
Oh, that's it. Well, yeah, I guess
you can be there. I hear you.
That's hilarious. You in the bunk testing stuff out? That's boy.
My daddy was in the Navy.
You know what?
That's all I got to.
Okay, let me tell you something about the Navy.
I come from a military family. I can make that joke.
I don't go there.
Exactly. How about this? I was in the Marines. I was on the ship, and in the ship, yeah, they had bunk beds 4 high. Dude, stacked up on bunk beds 4 high, with like thin, like half an inch thin piece of metal separating you from the next dude in the next bunk. And so it's like 8 bunks stacked up on top of each other. Okay. One night, some guy got drunk, got out of his bed, thought he had made it to the bathroom, and pissed on this other guy, right, on his bunk. You talk about an ass kicking on a boat.
Potty talk.
Oh yeah.
This is
I know.
5 dudes beating your ass at the time. Because you could do next weekend. It could be on me. I'm gonna beat your ass so you remember not to piss. Wake your ass up.
You're right. Let's get back into talk. Lydia, first question, Lydia. What are some things that men? What are some things that men do that they think they're really doing something, but to women in general, they really ain't doing shit, or women specifically? You can for yourself.
I mean, I answered some of this before. I'll do a different one. I like to call it the rabbit, and it's that go from missionary to you've hooked your arms up like underneath her fucking shoulders, and you just like right, and like from any perspective, if you've ever videoed yourself, it looks embarrassing for you too. Like, it is not like a great action shot at all, but it feels fucking ridiculous. Like, unless there's something else going on, like you're doing your clip playing, or like from the back, like a great reach around is always appreciated. I don't know why the term reach around gets such a fucking harsh like name. It's not just for dudes and gay men. Like, a woman appreciates a reach around too. But the rabbit, like, it's mostly done by young men. Like, it was like teenage sex. And now when a dude does it, like, at my age, I'm like, who has let you get away with this long?
What's the move? Like describe this move again.
The rabbit?
Yeah, the rabbit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the rabbit.
Yeah. Like, go for missionary. Hook up underneath her. Yeah. Yeah. And it looks ridiculous too, from our perspective right there, because you have to like tuck your fucking face in next to like down here, which is sweet. You're all like, oh, are you gonna? Nope. You're just tucking and going. And it's rodent-like. It's not a feeling. It's not a technique.
It's rodent-like.
So yeah. Well, you know,
so that's my particular like.
Sex moves.
I'll kick him out for that point. I'll be like, no,
I'm from a
stop.
country ass town, bro. I'm from a country ass town. I'm from the
they only fuck missionary out there. No kidding. I know that's not true.
No.
No, hyper religious conservative bitches are kinky as fuck. Like, I can't compete with those hoes. Like, god damn, they're willing to do shit for their like guilt and their shame. That like, I'm like, no, girl, I'm at peace with myself. Like,
they start at anal.
No.
They start at anal. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, they got a degree of dark hoe that I can't go to the dark side on that one. I just can't do it.
Oh, look here. The reason why they go straight for the anal. The reason why they go straight for the anal is because
they don't get
it'd be hard to explain. Man, you can't guess what the fuck I'm gonna say.
Yeah. No, we'll finish it.
The reason why.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
The reason why they go straight for the anal is because it's hard to explain a little niglet. Okay. I have a black child, somebody who ain't blonde hair or red hair or hair's too curly, skin too butterscotch.
I mean, the hoe I knew in high school was like, I promised Jesus and my future husband my vagina, but nobody ever said nothing about my ass. That was how it was explained to me.
So
that's true. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely true.
So their is
right. But I feel like she missed the part in the Bible about sodomy.
Say again.
I said I think she missed the part of
they-
the Bible that
they're
was
from the
about
South.
sodomy.
Is my sound bad?
The crosstalk is amazing.
Well, most people hopscotch around the Bible in the first place, so they no preacher is going to be bringing up sodomy, and most people just take instructions from the preacher on what part of the Bible to read.
They just mean the gay
Coca-Cola.
kind.
Sodomy.
Yeah,
Did you hear me?
exactly.
I said
They
this
just
brought to
don't
you
like
by
the gay
Coca-Cola.
sodomy.
This brought to you by Coca-Cola. Sodomy ain't what it used to be.
Ain't no cocaine involved like it used to. like it used to.
Hey, how about this? How about this? Here we go. Here we go. This is a sodomy song.
Oh,
It ain't the coke in your can. Ass sex ain't just for man. Ladies like it in the poop shoot. Conservative though they may be, that ass ain't for me. I don't wanna go after they daddy. She don't want it in the poo nanny. In the esophagus. And she only wants it in her ass.
I was gonna say, how you coming back from esophagus?
Is her pants.
I'm still waiting for this rhyme. Where's
I'm
esophagus?
saying, esophagus,
He's never
she like it in the butts. I mean, come on.
No, listen.
I tap it out like
listen.
cigarette butts.
How about this?
I mean,
Conservative though she may be, street sesame she has not seen. Snuffleupagus. No, I don't know.
all up in her guts. I mean, there's all
Oh my god, I hate that fucking term. I fucking hate that fucking term.
Well, you don't like
so
you don't like people being in your
yeah,
guts.
fucking gut, smashing gut. I don't even like beat it up. Like motherfucker, tell me you're gonna beat it up. Like what? You gonna like fucking like sucker punch it? Like, pow! Like what you gonna? I mean. Why we gotta explain something I'm supposed to enjoy so fucking like volatile? You know? Like why is it gotta be like tickling your innards? Still sounds better, but at least it gives a description as to what the fuck
like it is, lady. Tell him.
Hey, you know what?
So when y'all brothers, especially y'all brothers, when y'all step up to me and you're like, I got monster dick, girl, it's like fucking 11 inches. And I'm all like, bro, do you understand from kitten, like, where 11 inches? That's like my spleen, bro. Like, that's just not polite. What you gonna do, knock drywall with that? Like, you go fuck yourself. Nah.
So big dicks are rude, just naturally.
No, so check it out.
It's like,
yeah, if you're talking about swinging it around like you would a sledgehammer at drywall, like you fucking, smashing guts, smashing walls, like that's what you're talking about. Like,
you're talking about your intestines being squished towards your tummy area. Basically, because if you measure, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's above my belly button. Like you're
women, so y'all be like,
no,
damn big
not all
ass at you.
Okay, so how about this though? Let's go back to so there are euphemisms for sex, right? And there are also I think that rather than talk about beating it up, when you're talking to a woman, well, first of all, let's say you said something like, hey baby, what you doing tonight? I'm thinking about coming over and giving you a tongue lashing. A tongue lashing. Yeah.
I just appreciate anything original. Like, I request now that any unsolicited dick pics come dressed up. Like, if you really wanted to put it in my mouth that bad, you dress it up like a taco or something. Like, you take it on a scenic tour of the mountains, or like, I don't know. Like, I'm so sick of the 5 average frames of dick pics that I'm asking for inventive content from here on out.
You need a new angle. You need something.
Yeah, I need something. I need a storyline. I need there to be feeling. Like, I mean,
maybe a bow tie every so often.
How about a backwards
or some googly eyes? I would lose my shit. I would absolutely fuck a dude who sent me a dick pic with googly eyes.
Oh my god! So now your inbox is going to be full.
How about this? How about this, Lydia? How about a tiny app? There you go. Hey, Lydia, how about a tiny eye patch over the dick hole?
No, pirate. I would think pirate would be funny too. Like, if you could get the little hat too. Like, oh damn. I'm sure they make that shit Lego form. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to come up with like dick props. You know, dick props seem like a totally reasonable thing.
Excuse me. How are you going to explain that you had to pull a pirate's hat? That's all I'm saying.
Well, how about this?
So, is there some shits up in that motherfucker? Gynecologist is like shocked.
How about this?
Like, Captain Hook.
How about this? What if? Hey, I got one for you. I got one for you. How about you just put some guacamole on my dick and call it Baby Yoda?
That's called Baby Yoda, though.
No, but he still has the ears. You got ears, dude? Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I get how like the Yoda head's a little foul, but the ears are definitely.
Ain't it in some wool shit? You know what I'm saying? Wrapped up.
Who fucked up your circumcision?
It's just dick pics.
Who fucked up your circumcision that you got ears on your dick?
Saying.
That's what that is.
Yeah. I'm military.
Your dick can have wings. It can be wings.
I'm born military, so we got a helmet.
I guess it depends on the doctor,
Can you
right?
hear me?
Of course, yes, we can hear you. I can hear you.
A lot.
No, what I'm saying is, okay, yeah. What I'm saying is, your dick could be Batman because it's about to go to the Bat Cave, right?
Nah, you ain't talking about that shit like fucking bats are gonna be coming out of it and there's spider webs and shit. No, that's not nice. I would never like allow somebody to call my fucking shit the Bat Cave. I'd be like, you can go bat signal someone else.
Are you kidding me? The summer, all I've got to say is, I'm gonna tell you this. The summer sunshine often makes the silhouette of the bat silhouette. And it's a beautiful thing. Okay. You ever seen the bat silhouette?
All right. The sun silhouette.
Okay.
Yeah. She's laughing. I don't call it a camel toe. I call it the bat signal.
Really?
All right.
Dude, look at it. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Look at it.
I'll have
Bat
to
signal.
He's
a pickle.
Yeah, like
no,
yeah.
Check it out.
Y'all have all the fun.
Bat signal. It's a natural thing.
Yeah, I think that's dead. Like
I wouldn't. I'm just saying, like, I don't want villainous animals like associated with
villain. It's
my business.
It's the bat signal.
But in your pussy though?
Yeah, which means there's trouble. Like
something going on. Yeah, you're right. I get it.
I mean, I mean, unless you that type of girl, and you're obviously claiming like there's trouble afoot.
I get it. Or yeah, yeah. Well, it's more of
check it out.
The Batman more than the Signal. But anyway, okay, all right, okay.
It's dead.
The Batcave was home base. The Batcave was home base, right? He was safe when he was in the Batcave, right? Even though the Batcave, it was like home of Cosby. And even though the bats were in the belfry, and he had Alfred, and he went upstairs to the home and had the woman boy Dick Grace.
She looking at you like, shoot, it's my shit. Let me name it, okay? And then
I do agree.
Right? So
just like, I mean, if that's his dream pussy, that's fine. I'm just thinking like none of those words do I want associated with it. Like,
no,
like you're gonna be like talking about my pussy like your sweet grandma back in Nebraska, you know, like that's the shit you describing right there.
Like it's a comic, right?
Home comfort. Like don't be calling my shit home comfort.
No, like
fuck out. No. You're supposed to be putting in work, not getting comfortable.
Okay.
It's okay.
Oh, shit,
So it's not a superhero. It's not a crustacean.
It's not
clam.
It's
not.
Hey, Tony.
Go ahead, get it.
Here's the Louis Armstrong song.
Keep it.
It's not a cave full of bats, even if that ass is fat. When you bring it, you better bring it. You gotta put in work. Oh yeah, everything don't have to ride.
I was just trying to finish. I was trying to finish it, but anyway, but yeah.
No. I was no. That was behind the Red Fox.
I got four.
He said this one. This is no. Listen to the joke I'm about to tell you. Tell you old Red Fox joke. He said this one. He said I kissed her lips, and then just for meanness, she twisted her legs and broke my glasses. Every day you'll have to ride. Right?
Yeah, we know.
Come on. Let's break that apart for a second. I'm gonna repeat it.
Nah, we understand.
I kissed her lips. I want to do it again for the recording. I kissed her lips, and then just for meanness, she twisted her legs and broke my glasses. You see, everything was right. No.
But we get it.
Have you ever? Okay, so have you so Lydia, when being around a guy where you know you're more skilled than him, isn't that a place where throughout history certain women have had power, right? So and so
such as
like a lot of times
such
like
as
for instance like a lot of times the guy, let's give me an example, like the stuff that a guy would tell another guy to do when he's with a woman might not be the stuff he should really do. Okay, it might be some bad advice. Okay, but
terrible advice.
Like in let's say Game of Thrones. Right, but let's say Game of Thrones, or have you seen Game of Thrones?
No, I don't.
Okay, so let's say
I've seen it.
Okay, so you have?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I had a white girlfriend.
One of the women up there was teaching. Okay, good. I had a white girlfriend. Once upon a time, a honky was with me. I'm sorry. So I'm there. No, one of the women like made out with the other woman. Thank you. The woman made out with the other woman to show her what to do with the man she was about to marry. and showed her how to like take control of the situation.
Oh yeah,
right. Instead of just getting rabbled from behind. Okay. It was in Game of Thrones, the dragon queen Khaleesi. She was being taught by one of the other women what to do because she was about to marry Aquaman. Okay, so what I'm saying to you is, a lot of guys' fantasy is to be with a woman who's more skilled than they are, right? Or in general, I would think that women and men would both like that, right? Everybody wants to. I always thought, and tell me if I'm wrong about this. Everybody, maybe, or many people would like to be with someone who wants to do it just a little bit more than they do.
Mm.
And have a little more skill.
That doesn't work out.
What do you think about that? Just a little.
The vibe is more important than even what you can do or not do. That connection at that point doesn't mean all about skill. It all about means how you connect as people.
I mean, maybe.
Okay, so you're saying you gotta be in the moment before you pull it out.
I'm saying maybe great deep connection is what I'm gonna say.
If it's the
more than likely, because like
you said, that's what I'm saying.
It's clear to me after some like super fucking amazing dick and then some super amazing head just in like the past 3 exes, like best of my lifetime, 2 different dudes, right? That like you gotta have like 20 days clean from that shit before you can like look back on it and see it realistically. Like you're finally sober from the dick long enough that you're like, oh, that dude was kind of trashy. Like, fuck, I got distracted, which is the term.
Yes, that's basically.
So, okay, so they call it. What happens to a man? They call it pussy whip. The man they call it pussy whip, right? The lady they call it distracted, right?
Yeah, I mean, and I'd keep it as that. Even like one of the relationships, it was all about the head. Like the head was fucking amazing. Like go Sweden, fucking just amazing, right?
Go Sweden.
But he was my first boyfriend in the pandemic, and like,
I explain Sweden.
Please, yes.
How does that? Is connected on the
why Sweden?
Get up in there. That's right.
I mean, so this is like maybe the one man.
Lydia, she gotta wait. Lydia, just tell him about how he would spell out Sweden on your stuff and do the acrobatics.
I mean that. That doesn't actually sound like what I would want. Like, no, like, great. You can like tie a fucking cherry stem, but like, it's fine, like, pinpoint work is great and all, but like, how fast and strong can you do what you're gonna do? Like, are you gonna put in some work? But anyways, no, this kid from Sweden, like, not from Sweden. He was a Swedish American citizen, and it was the first time in my life that I realistically was like, I could marry you. Like, I want out of the country and you give great head. All right, like that's a bag, so he had Swedish flags up a lot of places,
Don't they have a whole bunch of lambs and Sweden?
A whole bunch of lambs?
I mean, I love lamb. I wish that was the case. No, they have them weird lingonberry shit.
Wait, do you mean sheep?
Sheep. Lambs.
Lambs, huh? Okay. Is that what we're doing?
all of it. I'm just saying. No, I'm just joking. Sorry.
Swedish people are very beautiful and very kind. They're just not very smart. So
I have no parts of that. I'm not. That's all on her.
You just left the bar doors even.
No, it's fine. I am white as fuck saying that, so I can own that shit.
Okay.
Hey, Lydia.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lydia,
Oklahoma,
watch
in
this.
Oklahoma, they
Out of
say
all the
Ludi
shit
Ludi
tonight,
chicken booty. So
wait. Okay, check this out, Tony and Michael and Lydia. After everything we done said tonight, from digging through trash cans with used tissues, right? The Sweden is the only thing you're disavowing tonight. Okay, all right, that's
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
That sounds crazy.
I don't want no smoke with the
my
Swedish.
bad, yo.
I might have to flee America
sorry.
one day.
I apologize.
Okay. let's keep it real.
I mean, I have a very thin reference, but I would just like to point out that all pop culture references lead to the same thing. So but yeah, it was definitely in the end they weren't that smart, and they are literally the dude that would die in the second frame of the horror movie, you know. And when we were faced with a global pandemic, I needed a man with skills, and he like I said, he was part Swedish, and we weren't traveling nowhere. We were in lockdown, so I wasn't getting out of the country.
Right.
And he ate good pussy, but apparently I was willing to wager my general health and well-being for the best head of my life.
Was it worth it?
That's the ticket.
Was it worth it?
I mean, I'm kind of glad now, right?
You like shit tonight. I'm going to play dice.
Crosstalk.
Fuck that shit.
I mean, like, he was 2 X's ago, so I'm way over that. Like, I remember like very heavily weighing this out in my head, being like, this is the best head you've ever fucking had. Right. And that was the strong selling point, like, but apparently it just wasn't really worth it in terms of the pandemic.
You know what? If you get to a new best ever in your mid-20s, you know, you could stick with that. But when you get past into your threes, it's a little bit different, right? So a best ever when you're 30, you're like, man, it's the best ever, but I can see the crazies coming. You know what I mean? And I mean, not in the bad kind of crazy. There is good kind of crazy, and there's bad kind of crazy.
I think that's a gender specific thing. I think dudes often say things like, she's crazy, but she fucks so good. Like, it's like a known attribute that, like, if she's crazy as fuck, she fucks just well. Right?
Maybe when I was younger.
In the reverse. We don't, we women, when you end up crazy, we're all like, that don't fuck good. Like, that, it doesn't equate to the same thing in our heads, by the way. Had to.
Yeah, well, maybe when I was younger, that was a thing.
Richard Pryor said on one of his albums.
All right.
No. You know, you're right though. But as you get older, you realize that. What'd you say, Michael?
Oh no, go ahead.
Maybe as you get older, you realize that being with someone who's crazy, no, it ain't that. And you find out it ain't crazy. It's that it's smart is more. Like when Tony, Michael, let's even though this is twat talk, if you would talk about, I don't know if how much experience you guys had before now, but in your life, would you say that the better times having sex were with women that were smart or with women who were not smart? Whatever smart is to you.
Yeah, more smart.
I have to disagree. Dumb hoes love dick a lot more than smart ones. And I mean, there's just no way to get around that. Smart people have less kids. Dumb hoes love dumb dick, and dumb dick loves dumb hoes. They go together. It's a wonderful commitment. They make dumb kids, yes, but my God, it's a good time. It's fun. So I was gonna say, the idea of being able to have a relationship with somebody who's, you know, just wilding with sex, but you can't stand them. Maybe it's the COVID situation or whatever. You know, once that's over with and done, like how awkward is that breakup? You were saying something earlier about, having to meet back with this person or talk to this person again. How awkward is that?
I haven't talked to him since I broke up with him. Like, I asked him if he was stupid or psychotic, and then he was surprised to find out that he was single on Facebook. And I thought it was super clear. Like, if a woman asks you if you stupid or psychotic and you can't come up with an answer, like, she done with you. Like, I promise. But
I had a question.
He is a musician, so he is within similar like context of industries as me. And so the chances of us running into each other would be low if we didn't live so close together. I walked by him to get into my car recently at the local gas station, but we didn't say anything to each other. Like, I was having a bad day already, so it just like would fucking figure that I would see him like looking haggard as fuck, walking out of the fucking like gas station, getting in my car with like 2 pairs of glasses on my head and shit. It would figure I would see him. But I don't feel like he was telling me all this shit was going to be done and over in a week and everything was going to be back to normal. And I was like, you are fucking delusional. And shit, it's been a year. Shit still isn't completely back to normal. Like, so do I feel like I was wrong? No. And like, I'm kind of glad I didn't end up like trying to actually marry a fucking idiot. Like that does make me feel pretty good. But I would say idiots fuck just as well as smart people do. In my experience,
in relationships, have any of you ever broke up with someone just because you realized they were too dumb for you, other than Lydia?
The phrasing of that was kind of
right.
What was that again? Look, one of my jokes. So one time, I was on a blind date, but but it wasn't a blind date, but it was like over the phone blind. Like, we hadn't even met, but I'd seen a picture, and we're over the phone, and we're just talking for a little while. It's going pretty well, basically she said "ain't" like 4 times in a minute, and I just thought, this ain't gonna work, because I can't have nobody doing that. Ain't around me or my friends,
Ain't.
That ain't gonna work.
Ain't.
that
shit ain't gonna work.
That ain't that.
Thank you.
That could be something, but it ain't that.
All right, so we have beaten this into the ground. How long have we been doing this, Michael?
We have been on now for a grand total of 1 hour and 37 minutes. Ooh.
And no Leah.
That sounds pretty perfect.
I was really hoping to get some more content, like, from the female perspective. Something to chop up and
well, it's still woman month, isn't it? Woman Appreciation Month, ain't it?
Every month is Woman Appreciation Month here at Your Fault for Watching.
That's right. Every month is Women Appreciation Month.
There
you go. For watching.
You got to add an evil laugh. Really?
Yes. They don't know what to do with women and woke.
Well, no, look. What I'm saying is this, man. Everybody, look, there's no way to guess what anybody's going to want or need in their life before they let you know, right? And so if somebody starts doing with you what they've done with somebody else, just because that other person told them it was good, that might not but what needs to be done, and probably is not what needs to be done, because there's there's more than 2 things to be into. I guess my advice now would be, don't work in a porn store. What did I learn today? Don't work in a porn store. Don't let anybody kick you in the tip of your dick. Faking it till you're making it can lead to tears. um, and lots of other wonderful things. Anybody else got a summation?
So from the chat, we've got let's see, it needs a top hat on the dick, glasses and a bow tie on the dick.
Okay.
Your background, your current background, they like.
Right.
Say again.
Okay. Oh, people are live right now with watching this. How many people are live? Hey man, you should have told us there are people in the chat room a long time ago.
We got to keep the conversation flowing. We got to keep the conversation flowing. Hopefully, we can take care of the crosstalk, because that's really the major issue right now. It's the crosstalk. But we got to keep the conversation going, flowing, and whatnot. The distraction of the chat room, I can take care
of. Can you hear? How does my sound sound? How does my sound sound?
Like you dying of the emphysema.
Terrible, Michael.
Yeah, like you need an iron lung.
Well, you can't get off till you talk. That means. What are some of the names of the people in the chat room?
Depending on the chat. Let's see. Yes.
Top hat. That's pretty funny.
Basically, he wants to do shout outs.
What's funny? Well,
yeah. When it's like appropriate for the content.
Acknowledge people that's been in and out.
She says she wants to smoke with all of you.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
What's her name?
I don't know if she wants to give her name.
I pray that she is in a legal state where she can legally consume and smoke all day. Can't hear you,
hey, Michael, why don't you play for her? What a wonderful. Oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so let me try some. I guess my issue must be this. Okay. So tell her to look up What a Wonderful Bowl of Weed.
She can hear you.
Like we would do I see trees of green, clouds of white, past the pipe, but packing time. And I think to myself, what a wonderful bowl. Ooh, there you go. That's the long arm of the weed. Okay, so yeah, we just try to have fun. Look. Sometimes you try and talk about stuff and you try to make it good for everybody. This has been a long, interesting show. Lydia and I talked about a lot of this on the early part of the Uber conference. Your fault for listening. I thought we did a topic righteous. Worst sex ever. I'm sure we can do worst sex ever all the time, because there's always, you can come up with some old sex story.
I mean, you only have one worst.
What is
hey?
Yeah, you only have one worst ever. That's true.
You ever did sex on weed, man?
Jesus Christ, man, you're fired.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I just had to go there. You know I had to do that. And I had to go.
Hey, I know. Hey, Tony, have you ever tongue lashed someone with your hat on backwards?
What's that? The sprinkler?
Move to your left. Just
man, it's the interactive sprinkler. You know what I'm saying? And get it all wet.
I mean, or the robot. Like, I don't know. Just saying. from this perspective.
Yeah, transform.
What the hell is going on?
You know what? That is funny. So when you were to be a dancer, Tony, did you have any moves that would were there any moves that you would do that would
I
that would get all the ladies
this. I invented this.
You did that in the pussy?
Really?
Move that all the white people, all the white guys are doing this move that I invented back in '84.
In the pussy?
Oh, not popping.
Because
if
that's the question.
You talking about pussy?
This is Twat Tuesday. This is Twat Talk Tuesday. Everything we talk about is
dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
So the question is there any dance moves that you have translated?
The pause.
Oh, man.
Dance moves translated into sex moves. Oh, that's the pause. Ooh, the pause. Oh, like Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal, the lean.
Yes. You gotta look them in the eyes.
Are you okay, Annie? Are you okay?
Yes.
Annie, are you okay?
Yes.
Are you okay, Annie?
Yes. Definitely. That's it. That's the move.
Shimon. You know what?
Criminal.
No, the move on the pussy that Michael Jackson. No, the move would be the word Shimon or Mama say Mama Musa.
Hey.
You smacking your lips.
I mean, it could work.
You down there, and she's saying Mama Musa. Because if you're doing it right, she'd be Mama saying up there. You feel me?
If you're doing it right,
hey Lydia, have you ever been at a Lydia?
What?
There you go. Lydia, have you ever picked up a guy? Lydia, have you ever picked up a guy because you saw how he licked the joint closed?
No, but so here's my shtick. As a girl who's gone hunting many a time at the bar back when that was acceptable. Because now apparently none of us get to have any fun. But back in the day, dudes would approach me, and again, like dudes always want to talk about their dicks. They always want to like compulsively tell me how great their dick is, or like how long their dick can last, or how big their dick is. And the key one was always, all right, well, that's great. Now lick your eyebrows. And this one guy, one fucking time, and this was a great night, by the way. Like, I took this man home. Mm-hmm. He actually ended up licking both, like he could pick his nose with his tongue. He was like, I can't quite reach my eyebrows, but I can do this. And like put his tongue up in his own nose, and I was like, oh, I'm so strangely attracted to that. Like, all right. Like, and I never would have fucked this dude on any other occasion until I had seen such a thing. Like, I don't really have a type, but he definitely was not anything that would normally like appeal to me. So, but that little move got
your
me.
nose.
Yeah,
to impress a woman
with your tongue, baby. Oh, that's pretty good.
Excuse me, you wait a minute, hold on. You were impressed by a guy who kicked his nose
with his tongue, yeah.
I gotta say,
times have
that's
you know what? You go
something.
off camera for a minute and like try. Because I get that the face is not attractive, right? Like, but then you'll like that takes no matter how long your tongue is, that takes some training and shit. Like you doing like that's some stuff.
I don't know. That's kind of
like fresh. That's the fresh stuff right there.
I gotta maybe I'm just jealous. Maybe
I don't see how y'all don't understand.
Maybe I'm
Y'all
jealous.
people are so funny. Like we've been talking about ass
You are
and
just
shit,
jealous.
and like again, like some boogers are all like, "Hey."
You're right. You're right.
The
Exactly.
human's
Okay, how about
nose filter, and that's a fresh virus.
I mean, this is obviously days before COVID, like when we could go bar
Nah,
hunting and
but
you know.
still,
I mean, you can wash your
That's true.
butthole, but how you wash the
You're right.
inside of your
Hey, check it out.
nose, that's kind of it's a little different.
I mean, here's the deal.
Mhm.
Your mouth
How about
carries
this one?
some of the most bacteria ever. So if you're willing to kiss a motherfucker, like you already getting more bacteria than you would by licking their armpits. And armpits are fucking gross. But on like the real grossness, like human mouths are disgusting. Anybody ever got in a fight and got bit by another fucking human? That shit always gets infected.
Yeah.
Always.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
Everybody.
Right? Like
Yeah.
I've been bit by a dog a bunch of times,
still.
and that shit doesn't always get infected. But you get bit by a human, that shit is infected.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah. So the human mouth
Hey
stuff
y'all,
is disgusting.
I got another Louis Armstrong song. Hey, I got another Louis Armstrong song. You ready? You ready? Everybody's Dracula to somebody. If you bite it. Oh no. I know, but seriously though, that's a really good. No, that's a really good one right there. Biting. You know what? I always never really got it. Biting. Why are you biting me? You're just trying to. You know what I mean? What kind of Dracula true blood marking actions are you trying to take around this mug? I'm a wizard, baby. No, you know, the one thing I just thought about this episode, I got the one word from this episode I thought of, Michael. You know what word it is? Editing.
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 Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
But when you hear the early part of what we talked about, so on the "Your Fault for Listening" section of the of this we did earlier tonight, it was just Lydia and I, and she spoke for like 22 minutes. I spoke for like 18. Okay, it was like, and it was just like, now I don't know how good my sound was because of the way it's being picked up, but what I want to try to do with some of this is maybe because some of these individual stories will have the amount of tags that we can tag something that will generate more traffic, like to the thing, like so. But they're just wild, crazy sex stories, right? So,
I mean, I would neither say wild nor crazy.
Like,
even a worst.
Different.
Yeah.
That's true. It's not wild or crazy, but just different to you today. I don't know. I had fun. No matter what. I got some good laughs that I didn't expect it yet, and because that's what it is. Laughter comes from a surprise. So the only way you can really get somebody to get that deep down laugh is to surprise them with some stuff. And tonight, Lydia said a bunch of things that made all three of us go and like lean in, and maybe for listening purposes, we all should have been a little quieter when she talked. But her voice is strong enough to keep locking in, right?
We'll have to have a conversation about this one.
I thought it was very.
I hold my own.
Yeah. No. I think what has to happen, the main thing, and you do, you hold your own. The main thing we have to do is people have to go back and listen to the episodes so they can see how we all can get better.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. As we develop this
Tony,
this craft.
You and that hat. Tony, you in that hat. No. Listen, the stories are great. Okay, because when Tony did the first eating pussy move, the way Lydia cracked up at that, it got her so good. Okay, that was like the real, like when we all laugh our real laugh. You know what I mean? And each of us probably have like 3 or 4 different real laughs, depending on how the laugh, how the laugh is, right? So there tonight's the night where I was walking and one of y'all said something, and it rocked me. I'd like to hear more from Michael in the future. Um, uh, 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 Michael must have been over there sex chatting with the chat room, but still listen. He's good like that. He can do 2 things at the same time.
Oh yeah, he multitask. You the man though. Love the guy.
Yeah. Anyway, look. All these are practice up until
indeed
the day after tax day, right? So we're just practicing and building up content.
That's right.
Tonight,
tonight is no different. So look, hey guys, I think we've had a great conversation. Indeed. Let's give it up for the 2 people who were in the chat with us, who weren't actually in the chat, but just chatting on Facebook. It's all good, y'all. Thank you very much for watching, for hanging out. Okay. Catch us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. We've got a Discord server now, and we're all over the web. Links are going to be in the description.
How about this? Right. How about do it like this? We're going to mention all those other services, mention us with them, right? So Your Fault for Listening. We are on. Your Fault for Watching on Facebook. Right? We are Your Fault for Watching on YouTube. We are Your Fault for Watching or Your Fault for Listening on Uber Conference. We are, what are we on Twitter, Michael?
Like I said, we're links are in the description. Because we can't remember all these things. That's a lot to remember.
We're everywhere.
We're everywhere. Your Fault for Watching, everywhere. And we'll get better with time. Thank you for hanging out with us, guys. And
thanks, guys.
Okay, streams.
Are we not recording now?